We extend our best wishes to our fellow Catholics. It gives us great pleasure to have you return to our channel. I hope you have a wonderful day filled with grace in Christ. In order to keep up with the most recent information, we hope you enjoy this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Take a trip with us and watch this film through to the conclusion. Millions of people have been captivated by a spiritual message from Medjugorje in recent years, which provides deep insights into the future of humanity. A letter from the Virgin Mary has arrived as 2024 draws to a close, forewarning of a time of profound trial and change that will influence our world's destiny. This message is a clear call to action rather than only a passive observation. It is an exhortation for spiritual preparation and rejuvenation, asking people and families to strengthen their beliefs and morals. The revelation states that as the last few months of 2024 will mark a significant turning point for humanity, the time to act is now. The concept of purification lies at the heart of this message. The Virgin Mary claims that humanity is going through a time of introspection during which we will be forced to examine our beliefs, choices, and deeds. In addition to being a test, this period of cleansing offers a chance for spiritual and personal growth. It is a time to reassess our life's path and go back to the fundamental values of compassion, humility, unity, and faith, principles that are becoming less and less important in today's society. Each of us is urged by the Virgin Mary to uphold these principles, especially in our homes. True spiritual strength is found in the family unit during a time when the world seems divided. The family's strength of love and unity will act as a buffer against the tumultuous changes that are about to take place. This message challenges people to consider how they might reconstruct their lives with these principles at the center, laying the groundwork for stability and tranquility even when everything else seems to be falling apart. It is an appeal for spiritual readiness that goes beyond personal deeds to include group deeds. The message emphasizes the necessity of a community response based on faith, prayer, and compassion as the globe faces increasing problems such as natural calamities, social instability, and a decline in spiritual values. The message's emphasis on prayer, especially the Rosary, as a potent instrument for protection and spiritual fortitude is one of its main features. The Virgin Mary emphasizes the value of prayer every day as a way to strengthen our spirits and establish a connection with God. Prayer is portrayed as more than just a custom. It is an essential tool for preserving serenity, strength, and clarity amid trying times. The message also promotes consistent reflection and meditation. These techniques assist people in developing a stronger spiritual bond, focusing their thoughts and clearing their minds. Taking time to meditate and think is seen to be crucial to being rooted and centered in one's religion in a world full of distractions and chaos. This message calls for spiritual preparation that involves building solid, encouraging communities as well as individual deeds. In order to make the house a haven of love and safety, the Virgin Mary exhorts families to join together in prayer. The family should provide consolation and support during times of crisis. People can build a space that will support them through the difficulties of the future by encouraging togetherness within the family. The last few months of 2024 are presented as a pivotal point in human history. The revelation states that humanity will be faced with a difficult decision: follow the path of light or give in to the darkness of uncertainty, dread, and hopelessness. This is an ongoing choice that we make with each deed, thought, and prayer rather than a single decision. Whereas the path of darkness thrives on materialism, egoism, and fear, the path of light symbolizes faith, hope, love, and spiritual connection. The message warns that people who pick the dark path will become confused and unable to handle the difficulties that lie ahead. But the route forward will be lit for those who chose the path of light, those who seek spiritual strength, develop compassion, and nourish their faith. Even in the face of enormous obstacles, the light will bring tranquility, clarity, and resilience. Every person has to make this decision between brightness and darkness every day. It's about rejecting the worldly diversions that divert us from what really matters and living in accordance with spiritual principles. It's a choice to live a purposeful life, driven by love and compassion, prayer, and faith. The purpose of this message is to motivate action rather than to evoke fear. It is an exhortation to get ready spiritually, to actively strengthen one's faith, and to change one's life in line with more elevated spiritual ideals. Since the necessary spiritual preparation must be lived out in everyday deeds and is not only theoretical, the moment to act is now. The significance of living in accordance with one's spiritual principles is emphasized by the revelation. This entails intentionally avoiding the detrimental effects of fear, ego, and materialism in favor of the path of kindness, humility, and compassion. People can develop an inner strength that will help them overcome any obstacles in this way. More than just praying at difficult times, the spiritual preparation required include leading a life of constant devotion, compassion, and understanding. The message of the Virgin Mary also exhorts individuals to undergo personal change. It challenges people to evaluate their lives, pinpoint any spiritual gaps they may be experiencing, and take steps to make amends. It is an appeal for a closer relationship with God that transcends rituals and becomes a way of life. Unity turns become one of the most effective survival strategies during times of distress. The Virgin Mary exhorts people to fortify their familial ties in addition to concentrating on their own spiritual development. The family is characterized as a haven of love and support where people can find refuge from the chaos of the outside world. People can feel the power of group prayer and support from one another inside the family. The lesson is equally apparent for individuals living alone. Prayer's power is not limited by geographical limits. Prayer allows people to connect with others and the divine even when they are alone, forming a global network of spiritual support. In order to build a collective strength that will enable them to face the challenges that lie ahead, the message exhorts everyone, whether they live alone or with family, to join together in prayer. Forgiveness is one of the most important components of the spiritual change our message advocates. Forgiveness is essential to healing and progress, according to the Virgin Mary. Continuing to harbor hate and bitterness only serves to obstruct peace and spiritual development. People can go on with compassion and clarity by accepting forgiveness, which releases them from the emotional weights that hold them back. Forgiveness is a continuous practice rather than a one-time event. It's about creating room for love, understanding, and reconciliation by letting go of old grievances. This technique applies to oneself as well as to other people. It's about giving oneself permission to develop spiritually and letting go of self-judgment. The word from Medjugorje is a last warning and a call to action as 2024 comes to an end. The world is about to undergo a significant period of change for which people and families must be spiritually ready. Everyone's faith, morals, and fortitude will be put to the test in the upcoming trials, but those who are spiritually ready will have the fortitude to persevere and triumph. This is the moment to consider what truly matters, to embrace the virtues of humility, love, and compassion, and to deepen one's relationship with God. By doing this, people may make sure they are prepared to handle any difficulties that may come along, knowing that their spiritual preparation and faith will see them through even the most trying circumstances. Now is the moment to take action. Every day, one must make the option to follow the road of light or darkness, and those who do so will find courage, clarity, and serenity when faced with uncertainty. The road to change is one of action, faith, and rejuvenation. It involves living a life of spiritual commitment, fostering family harmony, and actively seeking out compassion and peace. Together, we can build a future where, even in the most trying circumstances, love, faith, and hope shine brightly. I appreciate you joining me on this adventure. This investigation is significant and powerful because of your participation and presence. May the shared tales of our human experience inspire and uplift you until the next time.